Brosplay!
Alright, welcome back to the MASH.
The MASH. It's the Mercenary.
What do you know? It's the Mercenary.
Wouldn't you believe it? This game uses projectiles for bullets, but they're so goddamn slow you can see them moving.
I know.
That's hilarious.
I couldn't believe how long they took to catch that guy.
Yeah. Guess that's what they mean by catch a bullet.
I believe... Damn! That's the Mercenary.
These guys are so funny. See, this is what I'm... People fucking...
You want to finish that thought?
Many of those thoughts, yes. People don't give Bethesda a lot of shit for all of the bugs in their game, and I think it's because they're kind of charming, but certain elements should definitely be, like, if the game breaks, like, there's a lot of, like, stuff in Elder Scrolls games.
I'm still kind of caught on the fact that you said people don't give them a hard time?
No, it's like, it's okay, like, it's expected.
To give them a hard time, or it's expected that there's going to be bugs.
It's expected that, yeah, it's going to have a shit ton of bugs. Like, on launch, in Skyrim, the fucking giants would fire you into the air.
I remember that.
I do not think that was part of the game.
I do remember that.
And if it is, it's like really...
oh, this shit again.
Yeah. It's really tough. That, like, it's so inconsistent for the giants to fire you into the sky. It makes no sense.
Well, you were dead usually, right?
Yeah, it killed you immediately, but like, that would be funny if it happened sometimes.
Just randomly, sometimes the giants will just be way stronger than other times.
Well, I mean, like, back in the day, I played when I played Bad Company 2. One time, I shot a dude.
Dude, we have to drive this later.
I hit him so perfect that he flew the exact trajectory of my bullets into the sky and disappeared. And it was one of the funniest moments I ever had in the game. But only because it never happened again. If that happened every time, you'd laugh the first time, and then people would be like, yeah, it's actually kind of a bit of an issue in the game for just dudes to be flying past you, following the trajectory of bullets.
I'm just thinking that even though, you know, they don't get as much shit as they should, I think they do still get a lot of flack for it.
I don't think they do. They put a clipped plant in their office. Like, it's like a plant that comes through the wall.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you're right, they have not been given enough shit for it if they've actually embraced it to that level.
Todd Howard does the funniest thing when he introduces himself. He spells his name. Like, you might be confused about Todd and Howard being spelled.
Oh.
The, like, 20 different spellings of Howard.
Hi, Todd. How are you?
Oh, I'm really good. My name is Todd Howard. Toddhoward.
See, that would work for certain people. Like, you know, what up? My name is, like, Jason Hong. Because there's very few letters to it. But when you're one of those dudes that has like an 8-letter first name and a 12-letter last name, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to spell it out. It's like BrandonFle. It's like, oh, okay, calm down, brother.
I'm Ben Nguyen, Nguyen.
Oh, Nguyen.
Whoa!
Did you see what happened there? There's an episode of God of War that I encourage people to go back to listen to. I don't think it's loud enough, but when Kratos is falling into the underworld and that dude, like, he grabs onto that dude who he's previously killed, when Kratos gets up on top and that guy's hanging from Kratos' leg, the guy tries to jump and he goes, and he just makes this noise like this, but it really sounds like he's saying the N-word, like to the point where I had to quiet it down so you can't hear it. Yeah, I just thought it was really weird that no one noticed that when they were making the game.
Well, it's like there's a Brockhampton line where I hear the exact different thing than he says. Apparently, according to the lyrics, the line is "them the ones you talking to, them the ones you talking to." But I hear them the N-words that you something. Every single time I hear it. It's so strange. And I like try to like make myself hear them the ones you talking to, and I can't hear it.
Maybe it's bullshit.
And like, given that the amount of N-words by like half of the vocalists from that band, it never stood out to me. I never knew that they didn't say that. Like, it's not like a surprising thing for them to say. There's actually times where they rhyme the N-word like 6 times in a row, which is a classic rap thing, but
It is, and it's also very lazy.
it's
To rhyme the same word 6 times in a row with anything,
I used to believe
really.
that until I got into Brockhampton. He is they.
Yeah, them.
He, the one who's rapping at the moment, at the time that I'm talking about. They do a really good job with it, and then they create like really nice flow. So essentially, what they're rhyming is the beginning of the sentences instead of the ends of sentences, like you normally see. What is happening?
We've got a problem.
I don't.
This guy is not reacting.
No, and I don't know what is going on here, and I don't know where this guy is. Oh, there he is.
That's your HVT, your high value target.
Okay, let's just see if this is gonna work.
That thing is so inaccurate.
This
But
is
if
worth
you
a
hit
try.
it, I would be very impressed.
Oh no,
Almost,
not even
though.
close.
Just keep trying. Oh,
Oh, that got him moving. Lit a fire under his ass with that one. All right.
Lit an RPG under his ass on that one.
Okay, so let's get over there. How do we cross water?
You can't just
You can't cross a body of water.
you can't just build like floors across it.
Dude,
rapidly
I wish
from all of the stuff that you
this
harvested
was
with your pickaxe.
whatever game that is you're talking about.
Fortnite.
Wait, you have a pickaxe in that?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
See, this is good information. This is good for me to know that you didn't pick up that there's a pickaxe in the game. Maybe I might add something in there.
Yeah, I
to make
did
it more
not
obvious.
know that.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. Actually, I put it on the back burner. We shouldn't be talking about. Yeah, I was the one who brought it up, but anyway.
Ah!
Normally it's not a good
game.
idea, but like it's coming out, so whatever.
You're talking about Fortnite?
The Fortnite mid show is what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, I see.
For those of you who don't know, this will most likely come out after it comes out, if it comes out.
It will be. It's hard to, I find, in a way, not talk about Fortnite these days, just with how prolific it is and how many people are talking about it.
No, I more so meant talk about my mid show because it's not out.
Ah, I see.
Because we've done that before. I've talked about mid shows before they didn't come out and won't.
Mm.
That's awkward.
Sometimes it's there's way too many tanks. Too many tanks. Sometimes it's good to talk about something to force yourself into it.
You know, Peter Stormare put out an album.
What?
Yeah, first track was called "There's Too Many Tanks." Second track was called "This Thing's About to Blow." Third track was called "Ah."
Oh man, I would listen to that album.
He's much better in the second game because he has more shit to say.
I wish they did something like, you remember the game Rogue Assassin? Which I've never,
motherfucker.
yeah, I've never played, but I know that Mickey Rourke voiced it. And then yeah, they did that song where they took all of his voice clips and stitched them together. Hi ho, cocky motherfuckers. I thought that was the most brilliant idea, and I don't see any reason they couldn't have done something similar in the second Mercenaries game.
I just didn't have the idea, I guess. Dude, in
And
the
that's what
second
it
game,
is.
there is a ground snowmobile with mounted machine guns on the front. And it's very affordable near the beginning of the game. It is the funniest thing to get in that game.
It's a what?
It's a ground snowmobile.
And by that you mean one that goes over
like it has
ground.
like it has a track on the back of it, and it's intended to be used on like regular ground.
So it has a track but wheels?
I think it has wheels
Instead
in the
of-
front, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
so
just
instead of
tracks in the front.
skis, it's got...
Yeah, and it has giant mounted machine guns in the front of it, and it goes up hills like nobody's business.
People often underestimate how amazing a snow machine is, like the design concept.
People often underestimate the power of dreaming. That which you aspire to creates a roof, a ceiling. Well
But
done.
yeah, people really underestimate how much force you can generate with a track like that. Because...
Oh yeah, dude. Get this far away. Get this
well,
far
that's
away.
what where do I even...
Land it there.
But I can't land it down there, because this is where the tanks come from.
Okay.
I'm thinking, yeah, this is the best place right over here.
In GoldenEye, Bond drives a tank at like 40 kilometers an hour through a small section, like blows through like walls and shit. It's fucking awesome.
With a tank.
With a tank, he's moving way faster than I've ever seen a tank move in a video in a movie.
Well, tanks move a lot faster than they give credit for in movies. They really do. Have you ever seen a video of an actual tank rolling down like a regular road?
No.
Dude, there's a lot of videos of Russian tanks just because obviously that's going to happen more often in Russia than anywhere else.
Sure.
But what you find is that the tank is moving at like the speed you'd expect a car to be moving.
Oh yeah.
And it makes you feel really uncomfortable because you know how much that tank weighs.
Well, they have to have a crazy good engine to move that thing.
Oh, they do. And I imagine how shitty the tanks from World War I were.
Yeah, they're, well, I mean, they were pretty amazing for the time.
Yes, agreed.
What was it? Oh,
Get the
just
fuck
had-
out of here!
In
Get
Crossout,
the fuck
the
out of here!
game where you design vehicles, like trying to,
Dude, they didn't even shoot at me.
were they supposed to?
Yeah, these are all North Korean soldiers.
Oh.
They just
Oh, now they're
let,
shooting at you.
They just let me take their tank.
I just didn't know that was like a thing to notice because I didn't realize what was happening. You are gonna go off that edge.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
But
Look, good motor in the tank.
In Crossout, you have to make sure you get your motor in there right. Otherwise, you're just moving this slow. Like if you move this slow in that game, you're fucked.
Yeah,
So
acceleration.
I always
a big
needed
deal.
to find a space for my motor in order to move at a reasonable speed. It's hard to fit a fucking engine intended for like a sports car into a tank and still make that thing
Oh yeah.
smart.
Well, one of the things that was a big problem for them back in the day, I imagine, is that the materials they had were shitty. So all they had to work with was steel and iron, which are so heavy and just basically turn your tank into just a massive pile of scrap.
Well,
So
the Germans made better tanks than the Americans, but the Americans had like 5-to-1 tanks. So
interesting.
they just overwhelmed them, and there was just no recourse. There was no way to take them out. It didn't matter how good their tanks were. Unless
Well,
they were
it's
5
good-
times as good.
What would win, a raccoon or 10 squirrels?
Yeah, my cat stares at seagulls and he meows like let me at him, and I'm like, buddy, that's a wild animal, and you've never fought an animal. You'd be fucked. But 10 of my cat would probably take down a seagull totally fine.
You'd be surprised, bro. I think your cat might actually be able to take down a seagull. Even your cat.
If you've ever seen him in action, you might have a little different.
Okay, so maybe not your cat.
He's a soft paws cat, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, but you just said 10 could take down a seagull?
Yeah.
A cat that's not a coward could take down a seagull.
Right.
Because...
Oh, no, I'm not saying cats can't do it. I'm saying my cat.
Oh, you mean you'd need 10 of him.
10 of Dexter. Yes.
Oh, okay.
10 little
yeah,
shy cats.
I could believe 10 Dexters could take out a pigeon.
Yeah. Well, seagulls, like, they fight each other. They're in the wild, man. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
technically the wild, but, like, relative to them, it is, right?
Yeah, in a way. I mean, yes, they get fed by people more often than they should.
I don't know about these ones. But the ones near my place are pretty, they're pretty aggressive. Like, I got attacked by them for, like, a short period there.
Where are you going, bud?
He's taking tactical advantage, buddy. He's laying down suppressive fire. Oh,
You noticed
hit him
that?
with that.
You noticed that? Oh man. Okay, where is this? Where is this jammer?
Isn't that this the X?
Yeah, it's got to be hidden behind the buildings.
He stayed hidden.
Stay hidden. Oh fuck.
Well, these guys are really late to the party.
Oh no. Oh no. Fucking switch weapons. Dick.
Nice.
There we go.
That's so funny that, like, wow, that's a crazy jump. That's so funny that you can't do that with the guy up there. Like, there couldn't have been some, like, unlockable option to be able to hijack tanks with dudes in it.
That didn't make any sense.
What happened?
He got like 3 shots. Oh, I thought I killed him. What the fuck happened?
No, it's not that one.
Different tank. I gotta get out of this thing.
That's how it works. You didn't know that Nilsson's also empowers nearby vehicles?
Yeah, I just did. He had like all this time to kill me. I expected that the tank would go down and I have to come up with a new option.
Well, manage your expectations. It's the best way to stay happy.
Yes, that is something that not a lot of people do. You sometimes have to think, how could this have turned out? Sometimes it's the most important way to stay sane.
Yeah, it happened to me today at work. I thought I had way more shit to do than I had to do, and I was like, ha! I totally prepared for that. I prepared to do the work, and now it's not there.
Always better to think you have a lot to do and not actually have it to do than the other way around. Nothing is worse than deciding, awesome, I got a chill day ahead of me, I know what's going on, and then suddenly someone's like, yeah, just cancel your plans.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to do this other bullshit that you don't want to do instead.
Especially when some shit happens with, like, your place, and you're just like, fuck. Like, just, like, you know, just some shit happens where it's like, you know, the power goes out or whatever. You have to, like, call somebody, and it's Friday, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, well, and now think about that, but instead of having to call a superintendent, you actually just have to fix it yourself because it's your house.
Right.
Those are the shitty ones. Like when you come home and your basement's flooded, that is like the worst day that, you know, pretty much any homeowner will have.
Get the insurance. Get, like, if you're a homeowner, get all of the backflow nonsense stuff, because most of the time, if you don't, your city will not claim responsibility because it's your section of the pipe. Did you know that?
Oh, because it's on your property?
Yeah. So if the pipe bursts on the sidewalk onto your property, the city will deal with it. But if it bursts in your basement, you have to deal with it. So if you don't have the insurance, you have no way to pay for it without your actual money. So fucking do it. It's not, it usually isn't very expensive relative to the amount of cost it's going to be to fix it.
And another thing to think about is that that's just water that we did as humans. If you have water from rain, it's an act of God. No one covers that shit.
Really?
Pretty sure. Because that was a big issue in Toronto and Markham, because they had this massive flooding in July and August. And yeah, basically what's happening is most of these people aren't being covered because it's not a specifically covered thing, floods. Like I think you have to get specific flood insurance in order to be covered for them.
So bottom line, love nothing, own nothing, be happy. Oh, it's too risky. I'm out of here. This thing's about to blow. Oh, you just killed the guy in the side of the vehicle.
Ah, you dick.
Did you hear him grunt as the RPG hit him in the face?
Oh, it's a very unusual sound.
He was like, please don't do that anymore, sir. Thank you.
You know what? Fine.
No more.
I see what you're doing here. You're strong-arming me into buying a more expensive vehicle. Whatever. Dude,
how many times have you gotten into a used helicopter salesman and he's like, try this one. It's really good for getting away from airplane.
Yeah, I don't really trust used helicopter salesmen anymore. I've had some bad experiences.
Yeah, I'll be going new next time. Dude, he's actually getting hit by RPGs.
Oh, is that why they were having trouble? Yeah. Is he smoking already? No, he looks to be doing okay.
It's okay. It already smokes. This is normal.
I brought broken. It's okay.
I bought broken. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
We haven't been timing this.
No, we haven't. I think we're almost there.
I'll give it a couple minutes.
Yeah, get the SK.
We'll give it a couple minutes. Then
oh man,
the SK
37 health. So he did get hammered on the way in.
Meow. Meow.
It makes me want to do. It makes me want to do like a song.
There actually are. I've never heard. Like, did I show? Yeah, I've showed you the Peter Parkour video by Russian Badger, right?
Peter Parkour.
Yeah, the Spider-Man one.
No.
With the giant microphone. I swear I've showed you that. Come on. Did I really not show you that? It's my favorite.
By
Russian,
Badger.
It's my favorite Badger video. Anyway, it opens his song at the beginning is a mashup of, I think, American Dad, something else, and air horns. So it's just like pew 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 pew.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
I'm pretty sure we were playing this game the last time I tried to explain that joke, and I didn't do it very well last time.
Well, I'm glad you tried again. Did you feel like it went better?
It felt like deja vu when I was doing it, though.
Yeah. There's certain things that can't be described, right?
Titular! Regis! This situation is getting a little nipply. I'm gonna need you to get to the designated area.
Titulus region, agent. Titulus region.
That was... It's not that funny, but I found it funny.
It's funny to us. That's what matters, bro. But when people go to explain something that cannot be explained in a way that's funny, I get this really glazed over look. And it's me waiting, but it's also me wishing that I could temporarily be asleep. It would be way better if I could just come in at the end of their story, because then I wouldn't hate them as well for telling this stupid shit.
I've always wanted to use the line, "Thank goodness I was sitting for that story."
Just to really slam someone.
Like, I would have to do that here in a moment where you were very aware of how bad the story was, but wasn't so bad that you felt embarrassed by it. It was like, it's just such a particular moment.
Yeah, it's hard to slip that one in. All right, thank you for joining us. Next time, the King.